we talked about, Nick honestly believes that odd things happen in this building to Alabama teams, and noise Kirk inside the mind that you try to quiet. This is a complex defense, an aggressive one. Simpson's had some moments of brilliance this season.
Especially on third downs.
And we'll see that Alabama offense on the field. Tigers won the toss. DJ Durkin, as you'd expect, football in the state of Alabama. And proximity leads to animosity. Backed up, Jalen Milroe starts this game for the first time. You can see Kirk a little bit of dip in the stats. Jam Miller is the tailback. And right away, whistle and a penalty before the first play.
We didn't have a flag down. It's 2nd and 10 after the
end around. Brooks gets the edge. There's clearly whistles blown.
2nd down.
It's their elite receiver, Jeremy Bernard, trying to help out Brooks on the edge. Simpson checks it down. Miller, stiff arm, and adjustments. Can Auburn consistently confuse him tonight? They bring 4. Simpson's good outside the pocket. A long throw to the sidelines. 2nd and 10, another short throw. This is Bernard. The slowest playing teams in the country, actually. Rarely do they use full tempo. It's a downfield shot, and just over the outstretched hand. How many of those opportunities for shot plays can they seize on? Missed it there. So Blake Dowd on the punt. It's a low kick and a fair catch.
Plays.
2-by-2 look. He's a quality runner. We know about Alabama's struggles to stop elite running quarterbacks. Auburn Daniels will need it tonight. Quick, almost broken up there. That was Keon Sabb, who was thinking pick 6, stepped right for Auburn. Alabama comes after it, and it's driven to the 46-yard line where Cole Adams makes the.
And Bama starting really good field position on this 2nd possession.
Game worst since 06. And another pre-snap flag. The emotions are high.
In the neutral zone, we cause a reaction. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
He spotted it. Rose Hardy. 1st and 5. Just the 2nd run for the Tide. It's Hill on the right side. Short gain. 2nd and 3. Let an empty backfield for the Tide so far tonight. Simpson on the move. He's got space. Slings it incomplete. 3-man rush. Simpson, plenty of time. Feet dancing around to the pocket. Now he escapes. Sideline route. Hill made good success on 4th down. Play clock was down at 2, and Simpson spends a timeout. Yep. Simpson sneaks and drives for a 4th down conversion. It's Edwards who comes in motion. Miller tries to get the edge, picks his way. And here the pads pop. No take away. It's been a struggle. Miller again. Running hard and backs his Miller to some degree. Miller again. Deep handoff. You're right. He's running with a lot of determination. Here comes pressure. Simpson immediately harassed. Has to throw it away. And Keon Crawford. How much time on the play clock? Are we going to have to spend another timeout?
Chris, yeah. he got dinged at the end of that play. When he got hit by Crawford, the follow. Well, anytime you get into plus territory, we'll keep an eye on him, make sure he's good. This guy's a competitive.
Simpson looking that way, backpedaling, and just has to throw it away. Nobody open. And 45 for the early lead, and he drives it right down the middle. And we've seen him get a little salty when the sport. Passionate folks, especially in this game, they got to do their part. They've been asked to. Kickoff bounces up in the air. Basement, thank you, Bill. Play fake. Daniels incomplete. Zipped it to Cam Coleman. For the Tide, they're really affecting Daniels almost every throw.
Absolutely. You saw that in the last possession.
Pressure comes. Ball is out. And a catch. No, incomplete. Could not come up with it short.
Time they bring a lot. They brought 6 that time.
I think you're right. I think Deontay Lawson got a couple of fingers on it. So, high punt.
On that last possession. See what kind of adjustment Auburn makes from it.
Pressure. Simpson Buys time, slides to his right, almost through an interception. Attempts to get him a rhythm early, and he's just 3 for 10. So on 2nd and 10, they run Miller for about a yard. You figure early completions get coming. Well, off the edge, getting there very quickly was Crawford again. He anticipated this. Okay, Bill is the final word, at least in this booth. Dowd's punt is a short one, but it's going to get a favorable offense to start the game. And now a misfunction before the snap. Man, these teams are edgy. And you could 1st and 15. Daniels running all the way. Everybody knows that Alabama has faced some elite
or RPO game.
442 yards total offense in that game for Daniels. Just trying to get a first down, and it's dropped.
Throw had time, and he's not able to catch it.
The Aussie boots it out of bounds.
12, 13, 14, 15. Just not enough slots for a lot of these teams.
It's easy to find 12. It's hard to exclude.
Playing a little bit with too much energy. Got to get more discipline.
Bootleg. Simpson has space, flips it, and bobbling catch made by position battle.
Auburn's had 3 possessions.
Backfield. Bernard in motion, they hand it to him. Jeremy Bernard gets a block from Hill on the edge and short game. Holly got this one. 2nd and 6. Hill again. Around left end, picks up a couple. And they just got it off. Simpson running all the way. Around left end. Simpson tight roping. Knocked out of bounds. Direct snap Hill. Breaking tackles and diving down to the 5 in that situation. Simpson on the move. Scanning. And it's kind of a pump fake. Didn't really fool anybody. Blake Lincoln won when he snaps. The pressure comes. Simpson backpedals. Heaves to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Horton. 6th touchdown for Horton. He's from Miami. And
but look at the placement of that football as he's falling back. Puts it.
Jeremiah Cobb is an excellent running back. Hasn't played a factor at all tonight. They finally give him a carry, and he is met immediately. And
remember, the quarterback's legs, always a factor here.
Daniels tries to throw for it, and they complete it. To the red zone. Need 4 here. Keep the drive going. Empty backfield. Ball out quickly. Drops. Boy, that was Eric Singleton.
He got in there to separate that football. Initially, it looked like just a drop.
Ryan Williams is in motion. They haven't targeted him yet. Simpson flips it short to Miller. Gets a block, and Jan Miller scoots out of bounds. Now it's Miller. Breaking tackles. Jan Miller. Bumped out of bounds, but they snap it at 1. Just barely get the play off. Miller again. Miller around left end. Still running free. Stout run defense. Miller again. Hesitates. Doesn't look like much, but they could do it tonight on the road. So far, positive signs. Simpson slings it. Catch made. Brooks. And as the timers set up for their 1st and goal play. And then Auburn spotted that, and this is a big enough play. They decided to spend a timeout on 1st and he's looking for Horton, who's got it for a touchdown. Alabama rolling on the plains zone.
And that was a perfect throw to Horton in the corner for his 2nd on the night.
Yeah, both of his catches have produced touchdowns. And Alabama, the last couple of years, including his Heisman season, but 600-plus rushing yards in those 4 games against Alabama.
Bet them themselves. They have more penalty yards than total yards.
Ouch. Now they get Jeremiah Cobb, their best running back, involved at the moment. It changes quickly. Funky formation, and Cobb runs behind it, but doesn't go far.
They run the ball. 191 yards a game. They got nothing so far.
5 drives, Kirk, 4 3 and outs. Bernard in motion, circling back, flea flicker. Simpson heaves it downfield, and it's incomplete. Trying to work in a direct shot like that in a flea flicker. Miller, 2nd and 10 run. Woodard, a guy Kirk needed stop here on 3rd and 7. Simpson steps up, he'll be swarmed and sacked. second. CC coming into this, 16.5 tackles for loss. So Auburn's defense doing its part. That's a shank. Bad punt off the...
They were playing for there towards the end of the first half. See what kind of adjustments Derek Nix makes to get this offense going, especially on the ground game.
Electric talent. He blew up against Mercer, but that's Mercer. This is the Iron Bowl. Daniels, the veteran. There's a caught pass. Pressure comes off his back foot. Simmons heels downfield. The Daniels pass. Try to get it to... Flag is out. As Daniels flips it downfield and finds Simmons, who's running to the end zone. Is this going to be...
Make that play.
So field goal, touchdown. Their last 3 possessions. This Auburn crowd has come back to life in this Bama offense, Kirk, which had gotten the running game going. Simmons was maybe... Well, they just decided to drive it into the crowd. A playbook brought to you by the playmaker for the Crimson Tide, non-factor. Simpson pats the ball, delivers underneath. That's Brooks, who retreats after making the catch. 2. They get it off. Pressure comes. Backpedals. Fires across the middle. Catch made. First down. Isaiah Horton.
It was. I'd pass on it.
Would have passed.
Roughing the passer, fine. I'm not big with targeting on that.
Miller. He's through one. Again, they work the entire play clock down. Has plenty of time to survey. Simpson off the hands of Smith. His hands. About 2.5 to get to the 30. And both sides are pointing. Jumping off was Crawford, that costly penalty on this drive.
At the bottom.
Mason. Bernard motioning around. They fake it to him. Simpson looking back and tried to find Marshall Prickhelman coming into the game. Simpson. Short gain. Finds Caleb Simpson. Has time. Now runs out of it. Tries to scramble. Touch the ball. Takes off. Cuts back. First down. Tied in the red zone. Miller. Stutter step. And gets downhill for a solid 7. Bootleg. Catch made. Right near the line of... Pressure. Bernard, jump ball broken up by Sylvester Smith. So, no wonder this Alabama passing attack is struggling. 29-yard field goal knocked through.
Virginia in the ACC championship. That's amazing.
Tigers need 8. Daniels has time, runs out of it now, scanning, trying to scramble, launches across the middle.
Comes back to the ball and just, again, another drop there for Auburn.
Put that little bit on the quarterback, though. Daniels certainly been on the move a lot. Couldn't quite come up with that 3rd down completion. Quick completion over the middle. Not much in the area to the right now. They run Miller to the left side. He falls forward a couple of yards short of the mark. Yards to get the drive up and going. With a throw for it, incomplete. Miller out of the backfield. This is a completely out of sync Alabama. Giving the ball right back to Auburn. Not by bad. Fair caught. Status has something to do with it. Meanwhile, here are the Tigers trying to get this drive going. A touchdown ties the... Daniels buying time again and scrambling again and steps out. Both 4 for 13 on 3rd down. And there's a slant catch made, but I don't think he's got enough yardage for the game. By 13. Short pitch and catch, and that's Preston Howard, the tight end. Ball comes out. Did you watch the Ohio State-Michigan game? You want to weigh in from...
It's got to be ready for this scramble by Daniels.
Yep, they do flip it off, and this is Jones. And Jones is giving them a little spark. It's a football move.
Whoa.
Handoff. Singleton knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that
Jones again. Justin Jones loses the ball. Whoa. Times now Omar Matson is in the game. Running back set out to the far left. Throw across the middle. Catch is made that time. Daniels on the carry. It's intercepted. Bray Hubbard for Alabama. A rare turnover for the Tigers.
Alabama defenders right there. And as you say, there's Bray Hubbard, who's kind of been that mainstay, kind of that steady force on that back end. One of the leaders in his defense.
And the 4th pick for Hubbard in the season. Simpson, meanwhile, under pressure, dropped again. That's Atkins. Simpson to the edge. Jeremy Bernard has been contained all night.
Down now, can they do anything with it? If I'm Ty Simpson, I'm on this offense.
The pressure. They bring some. It's picked up. And Simpson checks it down. Hill makes the catch. And nowhere. Signaling, adjusting, often snapping it just before the play clock expires. Down, boots it high, and a fair catch made.
Football game.
All these games interconnected in the home stretch. Jeremiah Cobb back in the game. We go back to the... Take the Cobb. Down the middle almost. Another interception right off the hand. Looking to run. Can't find much space. Hesitated for just a second. There was nowhere to catch. Is made by Simmons. He's running. Simmons breaks free. It's a foot race. He's finally
yards for the sophomore.
First and goal. Daniels running all the way. Ducks down. Picks up a couple. Cobb does punch it in. McPherson drives the PAT through. 20-20. Alabama all over the Tigers that day. It was Julio Jones, Mark Ingram creating havoc, and it was and this is deafening right now. First down run, that would only make it louder. He's knocked down Miller after a couple of yards. Flexing a bit early, not lately, on the Auburn side. Not at all a part of things yet. Simpson, a long throw, far side. Circling back is Horton, who's provided Boss. And down the middle, it's broken up. And a flag comes in. Sylvester Smith. Clock at 1. They just get it off. Short gain for Daniel Hill. Flips it. Catch made. That's a catch. They fake it to Hill. Simpson. Easy throws. No chance. It took a long. Simpson on the edge. Can he get there on the ground? Yes. Makes a man miss. On crutches to the Alabama locker room while all this was unfolding in the previous play. Hill refusing to be tackled. Still just kept churning those legs. Give it to him again. He knows he's got to step up here.
Freshman out of IMG. Forby in there at right guard. Brailsford in this series.
Working on that play clock all the way down to 2. Hill again. That's getting a little predictable when they're in field goal range. Heavy pressure coming. Ball lofted downfield. Looking for Horton. Oh, just off
from the 17. Hitting at the knee or below. That's a 15-yard penalty. It is first down.
Keeper. Simpson. Around the corner into the end zone. It's Bernard in the backfield. It's Hill who takes the pitch, and he's slung down for a loss. Heavy pressure. Simpson throws up his back foot. Catch made. Bernard.
For the first down.
They're still in the huddle. 8 on the play clock.
Down to 4 minutes in the game.
Hill is next to him in the backfield. It's Bernard who comes in motion. Simpson. End zone. It might have been Simpson. End zone. Touchdown. Isaiah Horton with the hand. Down 3. That is a drive that's going to live in Iron Bowl history, Kirk. almost 8 minutes long.
But how about the poise of Simpson? He's not had a great night throwing the football, but when it mattered most, on his
one drive to try to tie it, but it works. Now the Tigers got to find the end zone. Pleasant. I'm still stunned. When they snapped the ball, I was stunned.
Plays after the catch. Bama's got to take that away.
Runs right up the middle and able to get the drive going.
Behind you.
Pocket incomplete. Zipped it hard. That was to Cobb.
Put off. It's his job to chase him down.
And he's going to throw it on the run. Really no way. But Durkin going all in on this series. Heavy pressure off the back foot. Incomplete. And a foot. Daniels across the middle. High ball caught by Preston Howard. That losses to Kentucky and Vanderbilt did play well in the losing effort against the Commodores. But jumping into